What's going on, guys? Today I am back for another Creator on the Rise Analyzed video. And let me just introduce myself real quick because I don't think I did that in any of the other previous videos. My name is Michael Bordenero and this is my second YouTube channel. And my other YouTube channel has almost 8,000 subscribers and it's my name, it's Michael Bordenero. And in case you want to check that out, it's down in the description of all of these videos. But I started this channel, Grow on YouTube, mainly because the other channel has nothing to do with growing a YouTube channel, and I'm very fascinated with growing a YouTube channel, and that's actually what inspired me to do these Creator on the Rise Analyzed videos. So now that you know who I am, check out my other channel if you want. Now let's check out today's Creator on the Rise. Today is November 2nd, 2020, and the Creator on the Rise today is Princessetch. And when I first saw this name, I first thought it said Princessetch, but after looking at the channel real quick, I quickly realized that she makes Etch-a-Sketch drawings, which is pretty cool because I used to have one of these when I was a kid. I didn't even know that they still made these, so this is a pretty unique channel, and it looks like it's mostly an entertainment-based channel. So let's dive into what's making this channel so successful. Oh, and by the way, if this is the first time you've ever seen one of these videos, I have the criteria we're judging all of the Creator on the Rise analyzed videos by right over here on the left of my screen. So each one of these Creator on the Rises are kind of like going through these criteria talking points to see what exactly is making these channels work so well. So the first one is, what is the channel about and how noticeable is it when you first land on the channel? Well, when I first saw the name, I thought it was a tech channel, but then once I clicked on it, I quickly realized it looked like a Etch-a-Sketch art channel, and I can see from her recent uploads, she's very good at drawing all different sorts of things, so that's pretty cool. It's definitely something unique, and once you come to the channel homepage, you quickly get an idea of what it's about for sure. So I would say it's pretty noticeable when you land on the channel that this channel is about making Etch-a-Sketch drawings. How long have they been on YouTube? Well, I can see with my TubeBuddy tool here that she has 73 videos, so let's see how long she's been on YouTube. And by the way, if you want to see this graph when you're checking out different YouTube channels, you can get this by downloading the TubeBuddy plugin for Google Chrome. I have it linked in the description below. So this graph basically shows how many views that this channel's getting versus mine, and she's getting a lot of views, guys. She's got over 8 million views in the last 30 days. That's incredible of a channel that only has 29,000 subscribers versus me. I got 93,000 views, and that's not even close. So that's why you can't even really see my channel. It's not even on the map here. Well, let's see how long she's been on YouTube. So it looks like she actually put up her first YouTube video 8 years ago. So she is not new to the YouTube game. Most likely she probably put up some videos back then, walked away from it for a little while, or did it here and there intermittently, it looks like. And then maybe within the last year or so, she started taking it more seriously. Maybe because of the pandemic, she had more time on her hands. I don't know this person personally, but it looks like the majority of her videos were published in the last 6 months. So YouTube pays attention to that, and I'm sure the fact that she's started putting up all these videos started making YouTube pay attention to her, especially once she started getting millions of views. What is her most popular video about? Well, I'm guessing it's going to be an Etch-a-Sketch drawing, but let's see. How I preserve my Etch-a-Sketch art. Okay. So I guess that's a very little quick tutorial, basically showing people if they want to do an Etch-a-Sketch, how to save it, you know, as like, hey, I did this as an art piece, basically. So that's pretty cool. And that video has 2.5 million views from only 4 months ago. That's impressive. It's very impressive. So I have to hand it to her. She's doing a phenomenal job here. What does this channel have in common with the past creators on the rise? The first thing I would say is it's a unique channel, so that's one thing it doesn't have in common, because one thing I've noticed about some of the other Creator on the Rise channels is they are a little more commonplace. This one is the first one I've ever seen that does Etch-a-Sketch drawings. But one thing it does have in common is it is an entertainment-based channel. So it looks like, she's mostly doing these sketches for fun and showing people, that these can be done on an Etch-a-Sketch, as well as maybe teaching people how to do a few things here and there, with the Etch-a-Sketch toy. Basically, the entertainment aspect of it, I think that is what it has in common with other creators on the rise. And you don't have to be an entertainment-based channel to make it. You can also be educational. And I would say a channel like this is probably a little bit of both. Okay, what's the quality of her content? Well, for that, I would like to just go and check out her most recent video, which I started looking at a little bit ago here. So let's see.
One of the nice things about rendering something simple like this is that there's kind of a lot of room for error. It's a really good beginner thing to render on an Etch-a-Sketch, so those of you who may not feel very confident yet in your Etch-a skills, you might want to try to tackle this. You can even follow along with me if you have an Etch-a-Sketch of your own at home. So the crewmates are a bit curvaceous, but you don't have to use curves if you don't want to. And for those not familiar with an Etch-a-Sketch, the left knob goes left and right, while the right knob goes up and down. So when you turn both simultaneously, you're able to accomplish these diagonals and curves.
Okay, so my first impression is that her audio is very good, and the focus is entirely on the Etch-a-Sketch. She's not showing her face, so it's mainly just really diving deep into how to use the Etch-a-Sketch, and she's even saying that you can follow along with me and try to do this yourself. So I would say the quality is there from an educational and an entertainment standpoint, mainly because you can get both of those things out of this type of content. So that is pretty cool. And which brings me right to my next point. Does this channel have a face? So far, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I did not check out any of her other videos besides this one, but let's take a look. Let's see all of her uploads. Let's just pick a random one from the past, maybe 3 months ago. Or actually, let's check out this most popular one. I see her face is in the thumbnail here, so maybe she's in this video.
First, you saw the Etch-a-Sketch apart. I already removed the outer frame for this example. Now you can see the inside of the Etch-a-Sketch. And
her face was in there briefly.
Commence cleaning.
Briefly, she was in there.
It takes a long time to scrub it nice and clean.
Okay, so she was briefly in that one. Let's check out another random one real quick. Sorry about that. This is a time lapse, so she's not in it. It's just showing how she did that, the time lapse video. And it looks like actually a lot of these are time lapses showing her doing these drawings, now that I'm taking a closer look at it. So it looks like she doesn't have a face of the channel, which maybe she could incorporate that a little bit, because channels that have a face tend to do a lot better on YouTube than channels that don't. Obviously it's not a requirement, but if she wanted to start doing her face a little bit more and maybe doing a few more tutorial style videos showing her face here and there, maybe that would help her out a little bit. But honestly, she's doing so great, she probably doesn't need to do that. Next thing, quality of the titles and thumbnails. Well, the thumbnails are pretty self-explanatory, so I'm sure making these thumbnails is pretty easy for her. She does the drawing, and her final product is the thumbnail. Whatever she was drawing is now the thumbnail. She takes a picture of it, and that's pretty straightforward. And as simple as that is, I think it works really well for this channel, because you know exactly what you're getting when you click on this video. It's not clickbait. It's not promising something that's not there. So I think for her channel, these type of thumbnails work beautifully, really. The titles, one thing that might help her with these titles is that she probably is able to catch on to the YouTube algorithm a lot with two things. One, she has Etch-a-Sketch in almost every single title. So if I was going to do a search for Etch-a-Sketch, which I will pull up on my TubeBuddy tool here real quick, I'd be willing to bet there's probably quite a bit of search volume for that. And I haven't done this in any of my past videos, but maybe we'll start doing this and seeing what's the search volume for different keywords these channels are using. Etch-a-Sketch art. Okay. It says there's about 45,000 monthly searches for this term. But it's saying it's competitive, at least for my channel. That's the weighted score. The unweighted score, a little less competitive. but it looks like it's a pretty competitive niche. So the fact that she's doing so well in this is pretty awesome. And let's see if she comes up in the first couple hits here. And she's not even on like the first page of search here, which is interesting, but I'd be willing to bet, well, here she is, she's number 14. I'd be willing to bet in the future she probably will be, now that her channel has been Creator on the Rise. So 2 things with her title. She's using Etch-a-Sketch, which is a pretty decent search term, and she's using whatever she's drawing in the title as well, which can really help her. So she could have 2 really popular search terms in all of her titles, and I think that's really helping her lead to success on this channel quite a bit. Her thumbnails are straightforward and it's appealing because it's not something you see every day, and the titles are filled with highly searched topics. So I think her titles and thumbnails are very good for this channel. Why do I think they're successful? Well, I haven't watched too much of her content. Whatever you saw me watch here was pretty much all I've seen so far. However, just by looking at that and the channel overall, I think she's successful because, number 1, she sticks to just this. This is her niche, you know, Princessetch. You know, she's just doing Etch-a-Sketch drawings, maybe showing you how to do them. A lot of them are time-lapse, so she's not really teaching you, but they're more like entertainment-based. They're very quick little videos you can just watch real quick for the most part, and I think that's really helping her become successful. Also, the simple titles and thumbnails are going a long way in helping her get views. I'm sure her channel is doing extremely well. You know, getting 8 million views in the past month is insane, especially for a channel of this size. So I think if she just sticks with what she's doing, you know, this is a very entertainment based niche, I would say. She could just keep going like this. If she wanted to make her channel better and, you know, even more successful, she might be able to start incorporating a few more tutorial style videos showing people how to do these Etch-a-Sketch drawings themselves, as well as maybe teaching them different things about an Etch-a-Sketch that people don't know. But other than that, I think she's doing a great job, and I wish Princessetch a lot of luck in the future. She's doing fantastic, and if you end up seeing this video, congratulations to you, Princessetch. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel because I have more on the way for you. But in the meantime, check out my other videos about Creator on the Rise right over here, and I'll see you guys over there.